Hi everyone, welcome back to our Let's Play of Disco Elysium. There is a box of dog food in between you and the dogs, so I move that out the way so you can see dog camp. Hello bear. What you doing? Right, so yes, we are back and we are going to be trying to solve this damned case. So the first thing we're going to do, have a look at the journal, see what we've got lead-wise. Cheers. Oh, we can take the stuffed bird back to Gart. That's something we could do. Ask about Ruby in the village. Alright, so we've done that. The washerwoman is hiding something. Look around, maybe get into her shack somehow. So she is hiding something, and we've not found something from her shack. So there's her shack. Let's check that shit out. So the little girl is doing a hom. I'm drinking black coffee today because I ran out of milk. But it's still very sweet because it's covered in white chocolate stuff. Num num. She's humming the main theme of the game. That's really cool. What do you want, little girl?
Hello, mister.
What's that thing you're holding? No, it's a bear. She's already seen the bear.
It's Lammy. He's my friend. Sort of. Like...
She holds the fuzzy beast up to demonstrate.
Lambie is a stuffed lamb that, admittedly, has seen better days. One of the eye buttons is missing, and the fur is tattered in several parts.
Lammy looks soft.
Yes. Very soft.
I don't deserve it. I'm scum. Suddenly, she pushes the stuffed animal towards your face. Let's press our cheek against it.
Isn't he soft?
Yes. Healed morale. Nice. So we've got a morale heal thing if we need it. Do you know anyone named Ruby?
Luby. Luby.
Suddenly the girl gets serious and leans in as if she's about to tell you a secret.
My mom tells me I'm a big girl. But she doesn't know that I can't say Earl. Or like, sometimes I can. But then, Uller.
Huh.
Kids.
Alright.
Bye!
Bye. Right, we have no idea. There's nothing in this room to interact with. Fire is nice and warm. We like that. So we've been in her hut. Now, maybe if we go into... Well, if we go to speak to her again, maybe she will have something more to say to us now we've intruded on her hut.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
Nothing, because you're not telling me anything. This room here, maybe this is her hut, and that's just the little...
The door has seen
Extra
better
hot.
days. The layer of paint has started to peel off due to the salt and wind from the sea. Even the lock looks slightly rusted.
I'll wait outside to give you some time and privacy to check out your new living arrangement and look for any signs of Ruby. But just so you know, after we are done with the day, I'll still be staying in the whirling in rags for the night. We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning.
The key turns with a...
Okay, so I'm going to go in, but Hopefully it won't be the morning when she comes back. Because I don't want to waste a whole day. But we do need to have a look around this shack and see if we can figure out any clues. Ow! That's coffee. On my hand. Luckily it wasn't too hot. Oh, God, I usually got some, like, rando tissues around from painting, but I've binned them all. Right, let's see what we got here. There's a box. Ooh, what's this? A jacket which gives us extra logic. Nice. What's there?
An old mirror hangs on the wall, half covered in shadows. You cannot see yourself fully, just the outline of a man. You have no memory of the face that awaits you there.
Do we want to finally look at ourselves? Not yet. What's the window? You can see the waves, the sea, a church. We've been to the church, we know what's there. What is this?
On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it, a small hand mirror. A straight razor soaks inside the wash basin.
Is shaving the right call?
How would you know? You haven't even seen your face. Go take a peek in the mirror, then decide for yourself.
The floorboards creak under your step. Old science fiction magazines, books about bird watching, an almanac from 39. The intricate heat engine hums quietly, giving out pleasant warmth.
A brisk coastal wind still howls against the window of the shack. Occasionally, the waves crawl in under the foundation, producing a low hum.
Listen.
The room feels muffled, like you pulled your hat over your ears. Outside, it is cold and windy, but you're inside, and it feels safe and warm.
What is this place to you?
Okay. What is this place to you? My forward base of coastal port operation. It's free. That's good enough. I could live here. A possible resting spot for my fugitive is what it is. Okay, I think that's probably more likely because we're chasing a fugitive. Go on, let's do that.
Waves crash onto the beach, drowning the reeds. Far to the south, a congregation gathers to a soup kitchen in a shelter for the homeless. An old woman gives out knitted scarves for free. Far to the southeast, two men and a woman dress themselves in ceramic armor. A shortwave radio hisses on the windowsill. One makes a salute, the other downs a drink. Weapons under the bed. A middle-aged man stands in a rundown shack on the edge of a fishing village. Nothing nods. No one salutes him. No sight of the fugitive.
Okay. Thank you, strange sensation, for a fair assessment of the current situation.
Outside, the howl of the wind has picked up. The waves crash against the stilts again. It's as if you think the thought, but in someone else's voice.
Okay.
Look under the floorboards.
We will.
As you look at the floorboards in this corner of the shack, it's clear one of them isn't quite level with the others.
Let's move the board aside.
Hollow space underneath the floorboards is dark and damp. You can barely make out the mixture of sand and sawdust below.
What's in here?
Nothing particular catches your eye. Looks like more reeds. There might be something hidden inside the sand, though.
Search through the sand and sawdust.
You stick your hand in and start combing through the sand. Dry, not like outside. Fine dust. And then, something hard wrapped in paper.
What is it?
A small cylindrical object. You pull it out. A bullet.
Ooh, interesting. A bullet.
The floorboard doesn't care. But maybe the washerwoman does. You have enough to confront her with.
Yes.
It's extra ammunition. She's locked and loaded, ready to fight some cops.
Excellent. Let's go show her the bullet. Let's see if she gives any more info. Oh, black coffee really is ridiculously bad. Hello, washerwoman.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
Why was there a bullet under the floorboards of your shack?
Damn that girl.
She murmurs softly.
And without anger, a long and harsh life has taught her not to buckle under pressure.
She's a tough cookie, this woman.
But
Lieutenant turns to you and gives you a little nod. Then she then turns to the washerwoman.
you didn't put it there, did you? She did.
Gone and hid things in there? She's usually a good tenant, and not a stupid one either.
You rented the room to her?
Yes, I let my room to that Ruby girl.
She speaks slowly, wringing out a rag after a long silence. Her hands move into the water bucket. Some water sloshes over the edge.
As I've done before when she's been in trouble or just looking for solitude. I've made it clear. We welcome all kinds of people here.
When was this?
She came last Friday, left on Monday in a hurry. What has she gotten herself into, that girl?
That's for the police to find out. Right then. Please answer each question to the best of your ability. I'm sure we have a few.
You said she left on Monday?
Yes, early with the dogs, around 8 o'clock, I think.
With the dogs, okay. She has dogs. Is the room exactly as she left it?
I cleaned it, like I always do.
Was there anything else in there?
No,
No. Okay. What is she like, Ruby?
she's good company. Knows how to talk to an old woman. At my age, you don't get a lot of quality conversation. So I really appreciate that about her.
Did she talk to you much during her last stay?
No, she was mostly silent this time. Kept to herself.
Oh, she's killed someone. Some shit's gone down. What do you mean?
She tried not to let it show, but I could tell she hadn't come to fish. Usually she likes to cast a few lines, but this time she mostly stayed in her room.
Why did you think she left the bullet there?
How would I know? She's a gruff one, but not violent. She doesn't go around toting a gun.
She looks back towards her shack, thinking. Did she have any technical equipment with her? Like radio stuff?
Not that I know of, though she was into nice music. She once showed me a few mixtape milieux she'd made.
She brushes her forehead with the back of her hand. Water drips to the ground.
Although I guess she was pretty handy with the mechanical and technical stuff. Even fixed the heater in the shack. You should be thankful for that.
She may simply have kept the equipment elsewhere.
This is true. Where did she go?
I don't know. Further up the coast. She tried to leave quietly, but the hinges on that door screeched like a cat in heat. Woke me up. I heard her rushing in those heavy boots, heading up north. You'll never find her, you know. She knows the coast like the back of her hand. You only just arrived.
I wouldn't worry about that, ma'am. We are persistent.
Further up the coast we go, then.
Are you sure you would rather stay here? Get a nice cozy fire going in the heater? Seems like a better idea to me.
The failed electric mural. You feel like you should go look at it again. Step closer this time.
One thing, officer. If you do find her, Please go easy on her.
She looks around. The air is getting colder.
She's a good girl. Whatever she's gotten herself mixed up in.
Right. We need to go into there and step close to the heater, apparently. So let's do that. Let's step real fucking close to the heater. Real fucking close. Nope, not a thing. Inland Empire, you lied to me. Okay. I think I know where she's staying. We've got a few things we can do now. She left the village and went up the coast, explore for more. Inspect the boy. Somewhere in the reeds. Get yourself organised. Roam the streets to sniff out some comrades. Oh, that's the communism thing, isn't it? Find the murder weapon. Locate a working firearm that shoots 446 ammo. Call the Jamrock Public Library. We can do that. It's daytime. Let's go. So we've got a couple of things to do near the Whirling and Rags, so that's the way we're going. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Let's go to the Whirling and Rags. Give the guy the bird. And have a chat with the library, see if we can identify the person who died. Do. What we got here?
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
Let's pull out the radio.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Please connect me to Jamrock Library.
Hold on, officer.
Got to start it.
I've got Central Jamrock Public Library on the line, and I've already introduced you to the librarian. Connecting the call in 2, 1.
Yes, this is Central Jamrock Public Library here. How can I help you, officer?
I'm looking for any information you can provide on a Billy Mayan, a reader.
Billy Majan, you said. Give me a moment, I'll have to check our database.
He puts down the receiver. Lots of noise.
On Moreau Drive in central Jamrock, in a darkened hall lit by orange desk lamps far away from the noise outside, a middle-aged man taps commands into an old radio computer. A printout falls on the desk. Behind him, a lonely reader scours some dusty bookshelves, looking for a paperback.
Yes, hello, are you still there?
Yes.
I found Billy Majan's home address, is that alright? No phone number, unfortunately.
Yes, the home address is fine.
Here we go, sir. Rue de Saint-Gilles Lane, 33B, apartment number 20. It's in Martinez, I believe. Cape Side Apartments, it says. That's all.
Okay.
That's where the smoker on the balcony lives, isn't it?
Yes. Thank you. That's all from me. I have no other questions.
Happy we could help. Goodbye, officer.
Anything else you need from me?
And call.
57.
In the cabin, you see
Let's go. Right, we got some leads. First things first, let's give the bird to our mate. See if he'll give us the room for free. Although we do have another room, and it's kind of warm and cozy. Bum, 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 bum.
Can I help you?
God, I found a new bird for the whirling. Given the ruffed grouse.
What is this thing?
Man takes a stuffed bird. It's no biggie. I thought it would look nice on the wall. I'm that kind of cop.
What, the interior decorating kind? You know, I'm sorry. This is actually a nice bird. A competent piece of taxidermy. I can fix it to the plaque and have a new bird in the establishment, I guess. So, I don't know. Thank you. I'm gonna go with thank you.
I feel good about our work here today. It's all about the little things, like bringing people random stuffed animals.
Thank you, Kim. Sarah. Right. Let's ask the smoker.
Hi again, gendarme.
Nope.
Bye-bye, gendarme.
He's got nothing. I was hoping because he lives in the same apartment block he'd know the guy, but apparently not. What can you do? Also, having to go to a whole other district to find a library. It's not very good public services, is it? Whop. And away we go. It's one of these apartment blocks. Well, let's see if the wall's got anything for us.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
Damn it. I need more conceptualization. How many points have I got? I've got 2 skill points. Do I use 1 skill point on that? Oh my god, I can turn my physical instrument into 12. Damn, authority can go up. Significantly as well. For now, we'll leave it. Go on, in you go. What number? What number room? What number wang? Apartment 20. Okay. That's not the right one, is it? That's just a washer room. That's the communard. Oh.
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10.
Not
A
yet.
poor communard, from the looks of it. The room is barely bigger than a closet.
Oh, it's the police, open up.
Do I have to open the door? Do you have a warrant?
Let's go. We don't have a...
Later then.
Yeah, later then. Okay. So that's door number 10, so it's going to be upstairs, I reckon. Let's head up this way. Apartment 20 will be around somewhere. Oh, what's this one? What are you?
A weathered brown door. The number reads 20. Something smells good. Soup allongio. The lieutenant motions to you to go ahead and knock. Get yourself together. It's just police work.
Knock, knock, knock.
Hello?
And someone turns down the radio.
Is this Billy Mijon's home? This is the police. Please open the door.
The police? A moment, please give us a moment.
You hear shuffling inside. Not shouting. Just shuffling.
Tidy enough. Nervously.
Come in, the door is open.
In we go. Okay, I think we need to put our hobo bag away and bring out our notes. Okay. Where are we? Notes, please. You know what? We'll keep the hobo bag. The hobo cop aesthetic suits us. Don't run, okay? Take it slow when exploring an apartment. Be respectful. Let's have a little look around. An empty pack of red Astra cigarettes hidden under the bed. Same brand of cigarettes you found in the trash next to the deceased. Windows covered in old newspaper clippings. Nice. Packages of humanitarian macaronis. Some leftovers, kept warm on a stove top. Smells like buckwheat and onions in here. Let's have a quick look in here. Chalk drawn. Ah, children's growth over the years. Oh no, there's children living here. A clock is ticking away with an odd cheerfulness. Ticking makes you anxious. The ring hollows in the ring's hollow in the room. Yes. Posters of contemporary pop stars adorn the walls. Textbook for high school mathematics. Trigonometry mostly. Okay, so there were children here. Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's you from the book stand.
She just looks at you for a moment without knowing what to do.
I don't think I introduced myself properly. I'm Billy. Would you like something to drink? Tea? Lemonade? We're out of coffee.
The lieutenant has taken off his foggy glasses and is busy cleaning them in his handkerchief for now. You're on your own here.
Thanks, but I'm all right.
Is this about Victor, my husband? Is he in some kind of trouble again? I can come pick him up in the station if that's what.
She stops, her eyes trying to read answers from your face.
Keep it together. You don't want your body language to tell her the news.
Sorry, I'm rambling. It's just that Victor often gets into all kinds of trouble. So, how can I help you?
It's like ripping off a bandage. The least painful way is to do it straight away, without stalling.
Let's try it. It's 58%.
I don't want to.
But we have to.
I don't want to do this. Force yourself. Slap yourself. Stupid, just say it.
Say what?
Officer.
Too late. You ruined it. Just say it now.
Your husband's dead.
Excuse me? What? What did you say?
She's in pain. She's in so much pain. And so are you. Your chest is burning.
We are very sorry to inform you, but your husband, Victor Méjean, was found dead this morning on the Martinez boardwalk.
Oh.
She touches her neck, eyes pale like pearls in seawater.
Oh. But he was just...
She looks at the kitchen table, where 2 cigarette butts are still on the tray.
I understand that this comes as a huge shock. I want you to know that me and my partner are here for you if you have any questions. We are very sorry for your loss, ma'am.
What happened to him? Tell me.
He fell and smashed his head against the bench.
And you just found him there? Lying in the cold?
She shakes her head.
How long had he been there?
It's hard to say.
She doesn't reply. Her eyes well up with tears as she struggles to keep it together.
Oh, let's try and keep this as civil as possible.
You hear the clock ticking in the children's room.
Is there anyone we could call for you? A friend, a family member, someone who could be here for you?
No. I just need to tell my girls.
The air gets sucked out of her lungs suddenly.
It burns like acid.
God. Should I call them? Should I tell them to come home?
Yes. No. Yes.
All right. I'll call them.
She breathes in again, trying to steady herself.
Just tell me, what do I need to do next? Where is he? Can I see him?
He's in the morgue because we've already reported it in.
And who should I contact?
He was taken to the city morgue. The local coroner will be contacting you shortly to arrange the funeral. Here's his number, in case you want to contact him earlier.
He hands her a leaflet with the morgue's contact information.
Is there anything else that the RCM could do for you?
No, I'll call you if something comes up. I'm still a bit...
Alright, that's in then. That's it then.
Again, if there's anything we could do for you, then don't hesitate to call the RCM, ma'am.
She just nods, distant and inconsolable. The bed springs rattle beneath her as she begins to shake. These are her last reserves of strength. Her muscles will give in soon to a scream.
I'll take it from here. Thank you.
She points to the front door, breathing fast now, holding herself back.
We should step outside and talk.
Set the library card by her and leave the room. Poor woman. There we go. We did all right, I guess. He wants to talk.
So, the death notification.
I'm sorry. I know I fucked it up.
It's alright. Don't worry about it.
His eyes wander over the streets.
I'll call the station when we're finished with the day, and let them know the name of the deceased.
What about Billy and her kids?
There's not much we can do for them anymore, I'm afraid.
They have to. It's not your place to live their lives.
That's true. That is very true. Right, let's try to get back to it then.
And, officer, I've seen worse. This wasn't the worst I've seen, okay? Now let's go.
I really have, he thinks. She was strong. She made it easy for us.
Yeah. Very true that. Okay. Let's head down the stairs. Next, what? Oh yeah, we need to inform the RCM that the name of the deceased was Victor, not Billy. Okay. And then we go explore up the coast and see if we can find the real passport of the woman and other things. And that ruby woman. Alrighty then. Okay. Get the radio on.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
Pull out the
This is Precinct
radio.
57. How may I assist you?
Please connect me to 41st again.
Just a moment.
10-4, come in, officer. Over.
That's all for now.
Roger that. 10-10, over and out.
Let's have a look at my journal. About the ruby in the village. Find the... Oh, it's gone. It's done. Sweet. Ask the scab leader about tattoos. What do we think? Let's have a...
Still here. Stuck in this damn jam, my man. What's up?
It's formidable. Okay, so that's conceptualization. Do we have clothes that do conceptualization? Logic. Logic. Half-light. Suggestion. Conceptualization. There you go. So there's one. Endurance. Oops. Empathy, composure, drama, reaction speed. Logic, drama, savoir-faire, encyclopedia. Conceptualization, man, come on. We can do this. There we go. We have 2 pieces of clothing. God, we look a bit like a waiter.
Still here. Stuck in this damn jam, my man.
Let's try this then.
What's up?
Do we do a quick save? We can't do a quick save whilst we're... Quick save. There you go.
Still here. Stuck in this damn
Come
jam,
on.
my man.
Wait.
Yes.
There's something here.
What up,
Stored
nerd?
away in some
Hey, Badger.
plastic
How's it going?
It starts like...
How are you today, good sir? Oh, glad you can join us. We're about to do some weird poetry. Good times. Good times indeed. A mirror's temperature is always 0. It is ice in the veins. Its camera is an X-ray.
Whoa. What else?
It is a chalice held out to you in silent communion.
Silent communion. That's good.
He's transfixed by the words. Oh, we're so good right now. Was in our white jacket. Where gaspingly you partake of a shifting identity, never your own.
Dang. That's some great shit. You came up with that yourself.
I think the words are mine, yeah.
Fucking A. Seems I got you all wrong.
Yeah!
Cops aren't much known for their artistic sensibilities these days. It's good to meet a fellow poet. Someone with an appreciation for real text. The others here say you don't really get it.
It makes it all easier to bear if the words are pretty. Hey man, cops are human too. Yeah, let's do that. Cops are human too.
Yeah, I guess I owe you an apology for thinking otherwise. And again, great shit.
Gives you a thumbs up. Great shit!
You found some common ground with this man. Even impressed him. The next time you look in the mirror, though, remember those words.
That's all for now. Bye! Let's put our armor back on, shall we? And our RCM commander's jacket, so Hobocop can look official. Anyway, Badger, how are you today? I hope you're having a lovely day. It's we got work tomorrow, today, don't you?
There it is again. That spectral smell haunting this industrial harbor. And it smells like heavy fuel oil, mostly, because it's an industrial harbor.
True that.
Years of turmoil, of hopes and dreams, ground beneath the inexorable tides of capital.
You're at work later, but that's alright. Oh, nice. Close your eyes and take a deep breath.
Can you smell it now?
Can you smell it? What the rock is cooking?
You inhale. The cilia along your olfactory epithelium tingle with excitement as they sift through the swirling morass of industrial odors. First come the smells of the agitated strikebreakers, layers of body oil and sweat, over-buttered meals pulled from bake-like lunch pails, the biting stench of lye soap. And then there's the slowly oxidizing metal gates, the scent of stale grease emanating from every crack.
Fwa.
Still smelling for communist, detective?
What makes you say that?
No offense, detective, but you are not particularly subtle.
Thanks, Kim.
The lieutenant's right. It's sort of amazing how unsubtly you're sniffing the air around you. Almost like you're trying to call attention to yourself. What the lieutenant thinks is irrelevant. Your politico-olfactory cortex is lighting up like a holiday display. Look, it's pointing you right to that railing over there.
You mean mañana?
Yes, now's your chance to establish contact. But be easy about it. Communists have been known to charge when startled.
Okay. Well, we'll definitely do that. Let's have a little chat with this big boy. I'm going to do a quick save just in case this goes south. The scent of stale grease emanating from every crack. Oh, you know that's how I roll, Badger. It's how I roll.
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
I think you might be able to help me decipher some tattoo. Oh no, I don't want to. I don't want to show him the picture. Fuck no. What is a strike?
When a bunch of ungrateful, lazy cockroaches can't get their act together, decide to block honest work for other people.
He shifts uncomfortably in his work overalls. What do the strikers want?
Beats me. They mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights, while we have the right to work!
When the man moves around, you perceive some serious abs underneath his tight-fitting shirt. This man is in shape.
Nice.
There's something odd in the way he carries himself. His set of clothing looks vaguely mismatched. The different pieces of the attire seem ill-fitting.
Ill-fitting? What does that mean?
His shirt is far too small and an unpleasantly tight fit, while the overalls, held up by a belt, seem to fit a man with much more corpulence.
Corpulence? That's a nice word. You wearing new clothes?
He ignores your question, choosing instead to turn to the emaciated workers, raising both fists in the air. The clothes are obviously not his. You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this guy. Ask him where he's from.
Okay. Are you a mercenary, hired by Wild Pines?
Hell no. I'm just an honest scab. I won't have talk like that around here. You understand?
His neck muscles tense up. The veins on his neck bulge.
Is there a tribunal being convened by any chance?
Fucking bug.
He breathes slowly, his giant chest deflating, his mouth slightly open.
How about you fuck off now, huh?
Okay, of course.
The lieutenant says his voice is a soothing calm. He looks at you.
There could be weapons aiming at us right now. Somewhere above, in the buildings. The other merc. Don't push this.
Okay.
He's thinking. This is not the time.
Okay.
The man's breathing steadies, but his eyes are still narrow. Slowly, he's trying to get his right-to-work dance back on. It's hard to do that when you want to beat a man into a pulp instead.
Lol. Right, let's go speak to Mañana. Let's see if he wants to be a communist.
How can I help you?
Listen, brother, there's something important I need to talk to you about.
What's that, boy? Yeah.
He tilts his head slightly.
Now's your chance. Remember, communists are notoriously skittish, so it's best to insinuate your way in. Hold on. This isn't a man who goes in for subterfuge. He prefers someone who'll look him in the eye and say exactly what's on his mind.
I believe there's a cell of radical communists operating in Martinez. Can you help me find them? Maybe. I'm investigating a particular smell. One with revolutionary implications. It involves our mutual friend Crass. Put your hands next to your head and curl your fingers like a deer antler.
Don't think I've ever met a Kras personally. Then again, I've never been to Grad.
Fair enough. I believe there's a cell of radical communists operating in Martinez. Can you help me find them?
Now that is an important subject, but also a sensitive one. Still, good of you to just come straight out with it. No beating around the bush.
He smooths the twin bars of his mustache.
Yes, he certainly has a way of just coming out and saying things that normal people wouldn't.
Thanks, Kim.
So you've given up copying and now you're hunting comunistas. Care to say why?
I'm on a sort of quest to develop my political potential, and I need their help.
A fellow plains roamer in search of greater understanding. A classic story.
He nods approvingly.
I wish I could help. Unfortunately, I don't know many comunistas.
I know you said you're not really a communist, but aren't you actually a communist?
Maybe, maybe not. Either way, I'm not institutional. A man's got to blaze his own trail, in my book.
Okay.
Blazing his own trail, being his own man. Not exactly your typical communist spiel.
True that.
Okay, so maybe he's not exactly a communist, but there's definitely some communistic residue about him.
Ah, but you know, I did meet a genuine ideologo a few months ago. Perhaps he's your guy.
Did he say his name was Stevan by any chance?
Didn't say anything about his name. Wasn't this sort of encounter where names matter?
How'd you meet him?
It was late one night as I was leaving the arbor. He was waiting on the corner in a bright white jacket. Classic Sarameritian style. He asked me for a light. We shared cigarettes. Then he asked me if I ever thought about getting into some of the extra physical branches of communism.
See, all this political chit-chat is just an excuse to rip tar with strangers. Let's say we just skip right to the good part then.
What did you tell him?
The same thing I always tell people who try to press some claim on me. I said, every boyadero rides alone.
Okay, how do I find this guy?
I couldn't tell you. Once I declined his offer, we finished our cigarettes and he disappeared back into the night. Just before he melted into the shadows, he turned to me and said, "Remember Dobrava and Abadanais." And then he was gone.
Who were Dobrova and Abadavi?
I don't know. Guess not everyone remembers.
A tight half smile crosses his face. What do you think it means?
Been wondering about that myself. Some comunista inside talk with me. Not meant for the wider public. They love that kind of thing. You'd have to ask someone who knows the ideologo personally.
The lieutenant clears his throat.
Not to interfere in your personal errand, but it might have something to do with that passphrase Cindy mentioned earlier.
Alright, good thinking, Kim.
The lieutenant nods.
Just in time. The faithful partner arrives with the key that turns the lock. You two make a good pair. I salute you, boyas, and wish you good fortune on this grand ideological quest.
He tips his hat ever so slightly.
The man whispers a jaunty tune. A coastal breeze ruffles his hair.
Good talking to you. Gotta run. Alrighty then. So that is for late at night. And we have to go and find the communists. Right. Bear has moved, so I'm going to move dog count so you can see him. All the way over there. being himself. Oh, what's this? Hello. A sewer grate. A gateway to the river of filth. Oh, okay. Just that, is it? My phone's just beeping at me. What the hell's going on? Oh, man. Nice. Someone's just gone live. Good thing I'm going to miss it, but never mind. Okay. I believe I've already refilled that trap, so let's go up the coast. Now we've got some boyos. Some boys in the reed. I need to find. Oh, another fort. Relax, it's not yours. You didn't crash every inch of every MC and Ravishol, hopefully. That car there. Okay, so I'll be in some reeds somewhere. It's annoying that you can't just click anywhere you want. Oh, there you go. Had to zoom out a bit, but I did it. Character's on a bit of a run. Ooh, a rock. What's this? Money! Yay! Let's see if we can open this door.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot.
Okay. No, it's not going to let us try and open that this time. I need some sort of... I need to find a super door opener. This game looks amazing. Oh, thanks, Badger. I mean, I didn't make it, but it really does. I'm glad I've got the scene looking right. The voice acting is brilliant. I believe that the voice acting, when the game was released initially, wasn't quite as good, but they sort of redid a lot of it, and now it's just fantastic. Oh, there's one of the traps.
Just dead and dying locusts, and the slow swaying of surrounding reeds.
Okay, this one's done. Oh, Kim's gone that way. I really like the soundtrack to this game. It's really nice. Right, I think I know that. I think Ruby is in one of these two buildings over here. It's a slit in the concrete. A sewer? Ooh. I mean, that looks like a way in to me. But I suppose I need to detect. I need to do detective work to figure that out.
A few locusts trudge along the wall of the trap. The rest are piled in a heap in the corner, dead. No phasmid anywhere.
Okay, our bug hunting is getting us nowhere. Ooh, there's something over here to interact with in the reeds. Could this be the boy Classier told you about? I mean, it could, but it's probably not, because we've not got any any items from it. Alright, let's have a look at this trap. Meow.
The trap is filled with dead and dying locusts. Most of them aren't moving anymore. You still can't see a phasmid anywhere.
Well, I've checked all the traps. Can I get around down here? Apparently not. I've already done that wall there. Oh, what's this? Oh, there's some stuff here. More stuff. Money! And a bottle, which is also money. More bottles. Sweet little bots. Oh, there's a thing here. A door, a building, a hiding place. Could be an instigator, be inside. Could be, if we can find a way in. I mean, there is a door, but there's no way in.
Yes?
Do you know what? I'm going to put a point in logic. I want to have this conversation. Oh, look at the point that I can put in shivers. Holy shiv! Oh man, if you wanted to min-max in this game, you absolutely could. Ah. Oh, I can't put an extra point in logic. There you go. I'm going to put an extra point into shivers. Or am I? Yeah, go on. Damn you! And your inability to let me retry that. I want to have that conversation. Right, I've got to walk over these planks normally. Oh, hey, Heavy! How are we? I'm great. How are you, Heavy? People paid money to park here. No one would pay now. How are we going to get in there? I don't think we can. Thanks for joining us, Heavy. I'm trying to figure out a way into one of these two buildings. I've got a feeling that you can go up the ladder up here at some point. There's nothing interactable over here.
The remaining windows rattle from a strong gust of wind. They're covered in a thick layer of grime. They must have been like this for 40 years.
Let's try to see inside.
Dripping water falls from a high place. All you can see is the shadow of a collapsing staircase.
Lieutenant, can you make out what's inside?
No. I won't even try. You know...
He takes his glasses off.
I had a partner once. They called him Eyes, because he had to show me things. It's that bad.
Oh, shit. Oh, still sick? Oh, man, Heavy. Are you sure it's definitely not the Rona at this point? Hold off digging your grave just yet. Get yourself some tea. Oh, thank you so much, Heavy. Very much appreciated, mate. Can you still shoot, though?
Well enough, actually. It's odd how that works. I'm no sharpshooter, but I pass my shooting courses 7 out of 10.
His hands lead the way when it comes to that. And his shoulders. It's reflex.
Okay, so we definitely can't see inside. Yeah, thanks so much, Heavy. Your generosity is legendary, sir. There's no way in here. That's a thing that we can interact with. There's a staircase there. So we need to get on the roof, really. There's a ladder around here. Oh, let's have a chat with these, see if they know about this Ruby girl.
Again.
I'm looking for a suspect. Have you seen anyone suspicious around?
No, I'm afraid I can't help you with this one, officer. It's just a regular day off for me and Mikhail here.
And he pats his son on the head.
So you haven't seen anyone around?
No, I'm sorry. As I said, this is just a day off. We just arrived anyway.
Oh man, oh, you need to get yourself like all of the cold medicine and just dose yourself up, man. I want to hear about the field building. No. Okay. So he's not able to give us any information.
You see a once bright mural towering above you. The signage has peeled off over the years, but you can still make out Feld Electrical R&D.
Nice, heavy, nice. Painting some grey nights. I'm probably going to end up doing a commissar tomorrow. Not tomorrow. It's Saturday today, isn't it? On Monday. But I am looking at the Vindicator that's next to me here. I want it. No. Yes, commissar. And maybe this special guy character, but it's because it's fine cast, I'm gonna have a pain in the arse with it, so I need to really clean it first.
A slogan used to intertwine with the loops a long time ago. Now, only a shadow of peeled letters remains. It says, "Tomorrow is just a whisper away."
Step closer.
Above the mural, a collapsed roof, broken windows set in walls that are cracking and will soon also fall, and the coastal breeze rustling and sighing in the remains of the edifice. There's something in the wind. Sometimes the only way to go forward is to fail first.
Why do I feel like I know this place?
Indeed, somehow you knew it was here. An urban ruin gutted by looters that once used to consume money and dispense warmth and light. You felt it before, when it rained in Martinez, and you felt the cold of the rain. The feeling persists. It has been in you ever since.
Could Ruby be in here?
In there? She could. Or she could be in the identical room over there, or in that boat shack, in that church tower, maybe.
Okay, this would have been an impossible check, but I have found the following things to make this a 97%. I have found the empty trap. I've heard Lena's true story. I've reconstructed the execution. I've made that awful call. Which awful call was that? I can't. Oh, was it the one to my ex over in some distant land? I've confronted the pigs, which is how I got my gun back, and I have notified. I've got a death notification, so I've notified people of the death. All right, 97%. A double one will always lose. RNG bullshit. Go.
Even though you're sure you succeeded, all is quiet. There is no cold hand brushing against your forehead, no rustle in the reeds. The wind has died down. The ruin in front of you is silent as a tomb.
What was I even attempting to do here?
Trying to talk to the wind. The city, whatever you thought would happen, did not. And now you're just standing there with your hands fallen to your side.
I Talk to the Wind is a very good song by King Crimson. If you've never heard of King Crimson, check them out. They are very chill and very nice. And yeah, I'm pretty sure it's I Talk to the Wind. It's off the Court of the Crimson King album. I think. It's either on that or Islands. I think it's Court of the Crimson King. Anyway, turn to the Lieutenant. She could be anywhere. How do we find her?
How do we? I was really hoping she'd be in the village. Okay. She's probably north of the village, and this place is a peninsula. We already scanned most of the outdoor areas on our wild cryptid hunt, so we have an understanding of the geography, at least. And then there's the church. We've already searched that and can rule it out. I know it doesn't feel like progress, but exclusion is a step too. Anyway, we do it the old-fashioned way, sector by sector. Go over the whole peninsula, ask the locals, enter the places where we can enter first, like we did in the village.
And if it fails? If we don't find her?
Then, if we're desperate, we can look where we can't enter. Bunkers, storm drainage, displays. I'm sure it won't come to that.
Bear is so cute. Aww. Yeah, I'll put dog cam on for a second for you. There he is. Look at his little sleeping face. Aww. He is so tired. Bear? No, he's KO'd.
Walk the coast, the old boardwalk, the reeds. You can always come back here and talk to the wind again. Look where it already got you. An adventure awaits. An adventure on the windswept urban coast.
Tired of being a dog. It's such a hard life being a dog. You've got to eat, you've got to sleep, you've got to play, and you've just got to be. It's the most balls to the walls life it's possible to have. Anyway, I have already done all of the looking around. I think I've asked everyone, so I can listen to the wind again.
Suddenly, there's a sigh, carried on the molecules around you, moving, flowing from high pressure to low pressure, like that of a woman emptying her lungs. She wraps the collapsing stone box in front of you in her breath, flowing through it.
Where does it go?
In through the collapsed roof, flowing down a concrete staircase to the basement, sweeping away footprints in the dust on the stairs, and then the beach below the boardwalk, its winding tunnels, a whisper away.
What's happening?
She's down there.
I think she's down there, below this building.
Okay. Why?
We've looked everywhere else.
Right. How do we get in there? The doors were on the collapsed side of this building. They're gone, basically.
Finally, my time to shine.
There's a ladder next to the sign. Perhaps we can climb it, enter through the roof.
Perhaps you can climb them. We are not climbing anything. I'm 43 years old, and I plan to live to see 70.
There has to be a way to use brute force. Climbing sounds unsafe. Brute force is safe. Look around and find something to break if the ladder fails.
Brute force is my middle name. Super cop, brute force.
An old pipe peeks out from beneath the rotting boards of the boardwalk. Could this be an alternative path into the fell building?
Come closer and look in.
Your eyes slowly begin to adjust to the darkness inside the drainage pipe. The lieutenant looks over your shoulder.
What's in there?
A thin layer of snow gleams inside the pipe.
Okay, what else?
As your eyes adjust, you see some trash. Crumpled up newspapers, cigarette butts. Someone has half-heartedly spray-painted skulls on the right side.
And?
And nothing. Broken glass from bottles thrown against the walls of the pipe. A syringe.
This looks like a great place to stash narcotics. I want to make sure there's nothing hidden in the place that children might pick up.
I see. Another stop on your crusade against narcomania. I was hoping we were in pursuit of a murder suspect.
Could we get into the field building through this pipe?
Given that this isn't a martial arts thriller, it's highly unlikely, and not without risk to our health either. However, the pipe suggests there may be an entrance to the basement around.
Okay. The lieutenant pushes aside reeds and looks around.
And it's right here. A maintenance door.
He points to a rusted metal double door to the right of the pipe, obscured by the reeds.
It's jammed shut. The subtle approach isn't going to work on this one.
Physical instrument. I mean, look at that shit. I am the most physical instrument in the world. 97%.
You and the lieutenant
You
need all your
fucking
weight
what,
into
mate?
pushing the doors apart, but you're not quite synchronizing your efforts. They slam shut again before you can enter.
Let's take a breather and try this again later. It's very tough.
Fucking level up. Let's try this again.
Behind the pipe, the maintenance door, rusted, the metal doors
Badoosh!
and the flaking rust hurts you.
Good work. Shall we?
Let's go in. Badoosh! Right, I'm saving the game at this point. Just because this could be endgame. You should take out your flashlight. Okay. I think at this point, a gun is probably a good plan. This overturned table is covered in orange mildew. Okay, this area looks like it's this collapse nearly sealed the basement. One can barely squeeze by. Right, that looks like I can go in somewhere, so I'm going to clear the rest of this area. Antiquated office furniture, last century maybe? Damn. Let's look around the rest of this area, then we'll go through. Old file folders in the carts, documents silvery with mould. In the beam of the flashlight, a crevice in the wall. Ooh. We can go through here. Revolutionary hat. Fuck yeah.
A mustachioed and mutton-chopped man, amateurishly depicted, gazes at you with sad eyes. The plaque reads, K. Mazov. There is a spider web in the lower left corner of the portrait.
Brush the dust off the portrait.
Years' worth of dust is shaken off. The full head of hair, matched by an ample moustache and sideburns, look a bit silly. Someone crouches, heels digging into wet sand. Hands sweep across the sand, grains sticking to the frayed skin of the fingertips. An old man sits on a slab of concrete and taps his fingers against the glass of a scope. You shudder.
Look, Kim, it's Comrade Marzalov.
Yes, I can see that. Looks like some communists were hiding out here. They left a long time ago.
Long time ago? How long?
Half a century. This was probably part of the network of defense posts the communards built against the amphibious landing. I think the purpose of this bunker was to produce propaganda. It would have had radio equipment back then, but that's all been looted.
What's with the secret weapon caches and secret bunkers?
We have found a lot of those lately. I guess what most people think of as history tends to linger in random neighborhoods. Martinez being what it is, no one has gone through the trouble of cleaning out the old bunkers.
Fair enough.
Good hiding place for someone who's up to no good.
Maybe I should move in here. Seems cozy. No. Could be connected to Mazov bust if we found the student's room.
Millions of depictions of Mazov have been produced. they're not all connected.
Okay.
Besides, that looked like some student. The youths always go for this kind of stuff.
Could someone have stopped through here recently?
You mean like Ruby? No, I think we've stumbled on a piece of history.
Fair enough. So look at the window. Same slit window you saw from outside. These pots and plates are full of dust and spider webs. Revolutionary propaganda on the bunk bed. Ancient flyers and brochures. Oh, there's something around here that I haven't looked at. What's in the box? Ooh, a jacket. Series of thick, dusty panes of glass. Okay. Very nice. What's this? Boot prints on the sand. One of the soles appears more worn than other. Worn than other? Worn than the other. There's something in the air. An unnatural buzzing. The tunnel collapsed. You'll have to find another way around. Oh, here we go, people. This feels endgame-ish to me. It's getting louder, the buzzing sound. Oh, what's this?
There it is again, like a swarm of hornets buzzing under your scalp. A strange tingling you can almost smell.
Lieutenant, do you feel something?
No. What do you mean?
A pain. A strange tingling.
I don't feel it, but we should still be careful. There were footprints back there, and I'm pretty sure they were fresh.
I saw them too. In the sand back there. Do you think it's our suspect?
Possibly. If she's in here, we need to plan our next step carefully.
And what do you mean?
Once we detain a credible suspect, who knows what the Union and the Wild Pines will do? We'll set in motion events we have no control over.
Okay.
This part of town is a fine clockwork puzzle. Disturb its peace, and it will start breaking down uncontrollably. Keep calm. Go over the whole situation in detail.
We found out Everard's plan to take the harbour. Maybe we should tell Joyce about it.
I leave that to your judgment. You already know what I think about cross-pollinating information like this. It's dangerous, but...
We know what Joyce knows about the murder, but I may have other things to discuss with her.
Yes. There won't be time for that once things go down. Matter of fact, I don't think there's time for it now, but...
Yes, this game is so deep. It actually really is. I struggle to keep on top of what everything it's telling me, but it's so nice. It's just a nice chill time.
If you must.
Okay. How bad do you think things could get?
Well, we are not responsible for what we can't predict, are we? I don't think the entire city will be razed to the ground.
Keep a notebook. That's what the journal's for.
If you can't predict it, there's nothing you could have done.
What do you think could be waiting for us out there?
I think I see a cavern. Maybe more cellars? I think we've been careful enough. We still have the element of surprise.
I wouldn't be so sure. You haven't exactly been sneaking.
True that. Didn't saw you there, Badger. Oh, I believe Badger's good.
Or
He's got work soon, though.
Either way, once we go deeper, there will be no turning back.
Money. Money. Concrete pipe buried in sand and dust. Ooh, a jacket. Nice. A polar anorak. Okay, here we go. This is that.
Your entire body is paralyzed. Aggressive white noise fills your skull. A strange pain, like you've never felt before. Through the static, you hear a woman's voice. It's like 1,000 radio stations are being blasted into your head all at once. But her words are the only ones you can make out.
Holy shit.
I know you're feeling pretty uncomfortable right now. Don't move too much or fight it. That'll just make it worse.
Says the shadowy figure by the machine.
Can't say it's a pleasure, officer. I was really hoping not to make your acquaintance. But here we are.
As she says the word officer, you feel a spike in the agony. It sounds like the entire radio frequency range is screaming directly into your neural pathways.
Cover your ears.
No, buddy. That's not going to help. You can't shield yourself from this. It's an entirely new type of experience. Way worse than all the previous
We
ones.
don't have that many health charges. Shit!
Don't focus on the pain. Focus on doing your job. Tell her she's under arrest.
You're under arrest!
Really now? Check this out.
I've used all of my health.
You're overwhelmed with a new surge of violent static. It feels like a blood vessel exploded in your brain.
Are you gonna kill me too?
No, I'm not going to fucking kill you. If that had been my plan, you'd be dead already. All things considered, I'm being pretty reasonable here. I'm using a pale latitude compressor. You and your partner have been caught in its field.
I saw your equations. It's the ULAN frequency.
Saw my equations? You've been sniffing through my lorry, right? I expected as much. I am a bit surprised you knew what you were looking at. A pale latitude compressor is used to sort of make the pale more manageable. With a lot of these, you can force a radio signal grid on the pale, literally crunch the distance across it.
Okay.
Signals are relayed across a series of repeater stations fixed to buoys. Not a fun job manning those stations. All alone out there in the pale, people lose their minds in just a few years.
So, what we are experiencing is a concentration of radio waves.
He gestures towards something with great effort.
Precisely. This is an industrial strength paraboloid. It's meant for forcing dimensions on something that doesn't have them. Needless to say, the frequencies used are out of this world. At the upper limit is the large prime number generator station. It's used specifically for pale latitude compression. That's why you may be hearing some numbers. But you might also hear, or think you're hearing, local radio chatter.
I mean, I want to know all of these things, but I want her to tell it to turn it off because I feel like I'm going to die. I've got one hot charge of health.
You're big boys. You can handle it. Stop being so damn melodramatic.
I mean, I honestly can't.
Damn this.
Lieutenant clutches his head, grimacing.
God damn it.
She regards you and Kim with sudden sympathy.
Fine. I can dial it down. I've also got a gun, by the way.
She steps reluctantly out of the shadows. The pain lessens.
The gun she's carrying is a two-barreled front loader, not like a murder weapon. Well, it doesn't feel much better, but you can form sentences now. Thinking doesn't seem to hurt as much.
Right, I am destroying the fucking machine.
suppressor lies broken on its side. It's quiet in your head again.
Thank fuck for that.
It still hurts like hell, but...
You okay, Kim?
All good, officer. Be careful.
She looks at the machine, assessing the damage. Her hand trembles.
Oh, fuck it.
What are you doing?
Problem solving.
Ma'am, put the gun down. That's not the solution to your problems. You are...
Oh, yes it is.
Convince her to put the gun down. It's a challenging thing. I should have worn my rhetoric pants.
You should know the words to say. You've been here yourself. So why is it not coming to you? Because you've misread the situation from the beginning. And now her finger squeezes the trigger.
Come on, one idea. I need an idea.
A smirk crosses her face as she watches you stand there, mute. Then
Yes.
she exhales sharply, shakes her head, and pulls the trigger. You watch as her brains trickle out through her neon hair.
Oh, God.
Fuck.
The lieutenant stands motionless, watching the blood pool in the sand.
Get a hold of yourself. He needs your support now, too.
What did we just do?
Our job. It went really bad. And now we need to clean it up.
Okay. What do we do now?
We clean up. It may take days for processing to pick up her body. We need to move it somewhere. That tent there.
Well, fuck. Cooking utensils. She's prepared herself porridge with bananas. Whew. Yes, please. Heal some health. Dark water trails into the distance. There's no way out. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? Should we reload and try that again with our rhetoric pants on? Or do we just let it play out as it is? She's dead.
The plain red tent stands by dispassionately. It was pitched by practiced hands. She was used to camping out.
Look inside.
You see a rolled-up sleeping bag and personal belongings.
We should put her in the sleeping bag, so the rats don't get to her.
Okay, let's carry her over here.
The lieutenant nods.
What do you reckon, Heavy? Should I reload and try again and see if we can keep her alive this time?
There she lies, cocooned in the sleeping bag, surrounded by empty cigarette packs, books, and half-read magazines.
Badger says let it play out. Alright.
Magazines. You should look through them.
Shine your flashlight on the books and the magazines.
Assorted soft covers, mostly pulp horror. A motor carriage lies buried in the snow on one cover. On another, a ghost airship. You also see a collection of radio enthusiast magazines.
Yeah, let's let it play out. It's the playthrough we are making. We made a physical build. Rhetoric wasn't one of our big skills. Fair enough.
See anything?
Sift through the magazines.
Rager Monthly, Journal of Material Science. More Technological Digest. One of the magazines doesn't have images on the cover. It's not a magazine. It's a leather notebook.
A notebook.
You pocket the worn brown leather journal.
We should read this immediately, like right now.
Alright, Kim, calm yourself. Yes, we will do that right now. Let's read the leather notebook.
A thick journal. The cover is worn like someone used to carry it around in their back pocket.
Let's examine the cover.
It's made of full-grain leather. The lower left corner of the back cover sports an embossed brand name. Schneller.
Schnell! Unwind the strap.
The journal falls open. About 2/3 of its ruled pages have been filled.
Study the handwriting.
The large cursive of someone who writes quickly and confidently. Perhaps too confidently. Many phrases and even paragraphs have been crossed out, with tiny corrections scrawled above and in the margins.
Yeah, Kim is a great character in this game. He does make this game so much better. Flip through the pages.
It's a mix of logistical notes, diagrams, and personal reflections, all dated.
I think if Kim wasn't here, we'd just go completely off the rails and just become a communist dictator in the middle of Martinez.
We could learn a lot from this.
What kind of logistics?
Hard to tell exactly. It's mostly noted down in code. Looks like contact information, quantities, directions.
Okay.
There could be useful information about local operations in those notes. We have a junior sergeant at my station who's good with codes. I can give this to her after we finish this.
Cool beans.
Professionalism is his coping mechanism.
What are the diagrams of?
Esoteric radio technology. The most recent ones probably pertain to the latitude compressor, sketches, calculations of distance and density. You make out a familiar spiral shape.
Anything personal?
Short, wry observations of people and places. Probably a way to pass the time on the road. Also, what appears to be attempts to sort through some difficult decisions. There are a few passages with many questions in them.
How far back do they go?
The first entry is from August 2nd of last year. It reads simply, I know my position is precarious. All I can do is make myself as useful as I can while looking for a way out. Remember, no one is indispensable.
What did she write on the day Lely died?
Nothing on March 4th. March 5th, though, well, that's bound to come back and bite me in the ass. I'm bad at this. Loyal to a fault. But that's another matter entirely.
Okay, that's a weird note. Fair enough.
You have no idea what she means. These are personal notes. Don't expect to understand all of it.
What's the most recent entry?
The most recent entry is from today. It reads, even when I leave here, if I leave here alive, what's my next move? Staging a lynching is a crime, even if I'm not accused of murder on top of that. Forever on the run. Not really my idea of the open road. Man, I was really looking forward to winning.
Well, you lose, bitch!
I don't think she killed the mercenary. It looks like she might have been framed. Too bad we didn't really get to hear her side of the story.
This whole thing was a detour, and a fatal one, he thinks.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get emotional.
Okay. What do you mean, framed?
By the Hardy Boys? By Classier? By us?
And what do you think killed the Merc?
Could have been Titus. Then again...
Seems plausible.
Either way, we need to keep an eye on him. Somewhere along the way, we might have been fed a lie or two. One thing is for certain. We have business back in the whirling and rags. Questions to ask. We should get to it.
Definitely. Right, we don't need the gun anymore. So I think it's time to put my bag back on. And let's have a look and see if we can find any bottles to grab. bottle time. We can go up into the building as well and see if we can find any stuff in there. What's up in the building? What do we have in here? Well, that went sideways anyway. It's fun. Oh, it's another postcard. The glass is covered with grime and dust. You can barely see out. And this is the roof, I'm assuming. Wonder if there's anything special up here. This is where I've come up here on a detour and I never even needed to do it. Stones fall a long way down. The gust of wind. Height feels dizzying. The central support beam has been destroyed by artillery fire. Wow. That was all that was up here. Just some forts and some views. Nice drawings there. I like the top hat on this guy here. That entertains me. Do. Come on now. Where are we going? Let's take it nice and slow down these stairs. Wouldn't want to break anything. So it's going to become a shitstorm out there. Ooh, a rat. Little ratty boys. Boom. Okay, and there we go. Right, we'll put the bag in that hand and we will get our notes in that hand. Bless you! Nah, crowbar. Hobocop standard. Right, back in the whirling and rags we go. Alright, well we need to report another dead body. Fun times. People are dropping like flies out in Martinez. Ooh, what's this?
Stop. Just up ahead. Danger. What you have isn't enough. You'll need more firepower. A ranged weapon.
Oh. Do I need to call the Inquisition? Potentially.
Snowflakes stick to your pry bar. Or crowbar. Or pry bar. Call it what you will. It doesn't stand a chance against military-grade weaponry.
That'll be the fiance heading out. Snowflake. Okay. Pry bar. Call it what you will. Okay. What am I supposed to do?
Be prepared. Make sure you have your pepper box in your hand. Your fingers reflexively reach for the Villiers 9mm pistol in your pocket.
I'm not sure I feel ready for what lies ahead.
Then you'd better get ready. Whatever happens, I've got your back.
Alright, let's get the gun out then. Gun time! Yeah, fiance's heading to the yard. She keeps horses, which is lovely. Oh. That's locked. He's gone. Oh shit, this could go very wrong. Okay.
I'm all out of shits to give, loincloth. Welcome to the fucking reckoning.
Put your damn gun down. People are gonna get hurt. We need to talk this through. All right?
Shut up! Not gonna talk yourself out of this, loincloth shit fuck.
This is the mercenary at the gates. His chest rises and falls under the ceramic breastplate. His fingers reach for the butt of his sidearm. There's something very wrong with him.
He's dangerous.
Shh.
This is a misunderstanding. Nothing irreversible has happened yet. You can just return to your unit and forget all about this.
The Kipt is merciful, willing to spare us if we just forget about our murdered and humiliated commander. I think we should just kill everyone, Corty.
Oh shit. It's going down, people.
You are all drunk. Come to your senses. You won't gun down 7 people in the middle of the street? This isn't a frontier town or a jungle outpost.
Easy, Lizzie. Let me handle it. I know guys like this. I'm sure we can come to a peaceful agreement. Ain't that right, fellas?
Peaceful.
Oh, hello. This is the new one. Who's this fucker over here? On the left. Rude Honeclowen. It sounds like the armored figure is weeping.
Nest in your abdominal cavity like a little wild mouse. The masked man's words are barely intelligible, but you can hear them.
Fuck, there's a third one. How did we miss something like this?
The lieutenant points to the helmeted figure.
This third one, he is the most dangerous of them all, heavily armed.
What do we do?
My plan is not to get killed, but we have to intervene.
Big one's the mercenary at the gates.
If this turns into a firefight, we should take him out first.
We're out of time. This is
the Mercenary Tribunal.
Oh, this is gonna suck. Hey, Jody Gamers, how's it going? We're at the end of this game. We are right at the end of this game, and we may get killed. Have we got our armor on? I think we do. Stop! This is the police!
Get lost, comedian. You cops had your chance. Now it's fucking time for some justice.
He licks his lips, waving his gun to the crowd. Losing his balance for a moment, he staggers backwards.
Pig fuck!
Pig fuck is the only word you can make out. I can see you're drunk.
Ah, yeah. Welcome to the fucking party. You're probably gonna get killed too. I don't give a shit if you're cops.
No one is going to kill anyone. Let's just put the guns down and talk like civilized human beings.
Just pop it in for 5 minutes before you kick off. No worries, mate. Welcome in. Thanks for popping by.
With a wordless gurgle, the killer loads his long rifle. The leader gives a small nod to the helmeted man. Suddenly, your fingers holding the grip of a gun that has just taken a life tingle. Go for it, it seems to say. Shoot him in the mouth. Shoot him before he shoots you.
This is gonna go wrong.
If you waste time, people will die. Yes, yes. Just shoot him. I'm barely keeping you together here.
Fuck.
No time to talk. He will only rattle you.
Oh no! This is the hand-eye coordinated. Hand-eye coordination. Shoot. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna kill him. He's in full armor. Ah, shit. Fuck it.
A plume of smoke and fire erupts from the gun, and your hand goes numb from the explosion.
Look at Cortenaire.
There is a hole in his cheek. Blood gushes out as he stumbles backwards.
Shit's getting real, Badger.
Filled with rage and disbelief, gurgling, muttering something unintelligible. To your right, the killer raises his rifle and takes aim at you. His moves are steady, but the long barrel of the rifle sways slowly.
Dodge the shot.
A low shot
Fuck.
rings. You feel a tapping like rain on your chest plate. Heavy drops of rain. Then the sound of dice rolling as the cuirass distributes the shot evenly from plate to plate. You got hit. The armor took most of it, but still your ribcage burns. Feels like blood is slowly seeping into your lungs.
Good thing I was wearing the armor, lads.
God, please.
The lieutenant says, quietly, without trembling, he aims, face pale.
2 shots ring at once. One from the lieutenant's pistol, and the other from DePaul's. It's aimed at the lieutenant, but it misses. You hear a scream behind you.
Kim, did he hit the rifleman?
Blood gushes from the helmet's eye sockets as Rude staggers back, disoriented. The sounds coming from his helmet are not human.
Damn.
An unbelievable shot from the lieutenant.
Oh, sexy. Go ahead, Kim. Who screamed?
Glenn, dying in a puddle of blood behind
Oh,
you.
fucking hell,
His
Glenn.
mangled torso has 2 gunshot wounds. Blood gushes out of them like red geysers. You see 2 crazed eyes stare at you through all the smoke and the panic. With blood gushing from his face, the man raises his pistol at you.
I'm not
He
dodging that.
squeezes the trigger.
I'm gonna look him in the eye.
The look of vengeance, framed in blood, lips shaking. This is the last thing he'll do on Earth. But he will do it. He is your end. Here it comes. Death.
Fuck it, I'll try. Fuck.
You can't. There is no time. Something inside your pelvis explodes. Your entire lower body is on fire, and your legs can't support you. You fall down like a rag doll.
Listen, through the pain. Well, I'll go dig a hole for you.
The Hardy Boys are screaming, fighting, dying. Someone jumps over you. Nearby gunfire shatters glass.
Stop! The cop! Protect the cop! He's down!
Touch your lower body.
Warm blood pools underneath you. It's sticky, and there's so much of it. Don't go into shock. Hold on.
What parts of me are missing?
Most of what's down there.
Oh, God.
It's all gone. Open your eyes now. You have to see what's happening. Nothing. A persisting darkness. dancing lights of pain, distant shadows cast by them, like a hellish play.
You're bleeding out.
It's so dark, I can't see anything.
Stay with me. You hear me? Stay awake. Look at me.
But you can't. It's so hard. Your eyelids grow heavy, and the sounds ever more distant. And a cold comes over you. The lieutenant, too, is somewhere far away, almost gone, when suddenly you sense something behind him. A slender white shadow towering. Someone stands there, raising her pistol at him. The lieutenant does not see it. He's pushing down on your wound with both hands.
Let's save Kim, come on.
Scream immediately. He's gonna die.
No, Kim!
No, you say, and hand out your firearm to him. Your hand trembles, and your eyes are full of fear. That's all it takes. There is no room for hesitation. The lieutenant moves like a spring unloaded. He grabs the gun from your bloody hand and fires behind him. You hear a faint scream, a woman's. Then the sound disappears, like someone pressed stop on the tape. The woman is gone. So is Kim. Then the whole world.
Fall into total darkness.
This is death. One more door, baby. One more door.
No, let me back into the fight.
The fight? There is no fight. The fight is over. It was lost 1,000 years ago. You have laid here forever. Keep falling deeper. Take the door. He's not taking it. His body is not taking it. Oh God, no. He's not disintegrating. He's swelling up instead. Over the hours, hurting, moaning in his sleep.
Does that mean we're not dead?
And rotting, and being disinfected, and smelling of drugs, and feeling saliva in his mouth. Drifting in painkillers, thrashing in his wound sleep.
He can't go. Not before the case is solved. There is a radio in the distance. A radio of the world. Playing sounds. Good morning, Elysium. Soon you will return to the world.
Hours turn to days. Soon we will get up again and go through it again. Finally we know what the infernal engine was outside. The clarion call. It was him. He is the infernal engine. He never stops. He only gets worse.
I assume this is the bad ending. The bad ending. Holy shit. Are we still alive?
You see the lieutenant's familiar shape in the orange jacket. It turns double, then triple, from the pain. It's nothing. You're alive. That's what matters.
Oh, Kim.
Sunrise, Parabellum.
The lieutenant says he's in the middle of a freshly cleaned room with the fan above his head like a halo. His face is covered in bruises. Ouch.
It's not ouch time yet. You just got the Dramamine pill an hour ago. Wait until it wears off.
Oh, the room, it's clean.
Mr. Gart cleaned it. It took him an entire day.
How long have I been out?
2 days, in and out. You've been up enough to take Dramamine and curse. and drink water.
Oof, what did you say? Sunrise?
Sunrise parabellum. Sunrise, prepare for war. It's an old revolutionary saying.
Isn't that written on your...
My gun. It's engraved on it.
It served you well.
Is it water day?
The gates of the harbor are boarded up. The streets are a little more empty. Apocalyptic violence is yet to erupt, I am relieved to say. I think we may have held it off, for now. Barely.
Good.
Yes, we have also completely failed. But that's okay.
What happened?
What happened? You shot the Major in the face. A firefight ensued.
Is he dead?
Yes. As retaliation, the rifleman tried shooting you. He hit the cuirass. I heard it go off. I was looking for a clear line of sight to him.
He sounds a tiny bit sorry he did not find it before you got hit.
I shot and wounded him, while Glenn took a bullet in the spine. It was meant for me. He did not survive.
Poor Glenn.
Titus, Fat Angus, and Theo charged. Angus and Theo did not make it. They both died before they made it to intensive care. Titus survives. So do Alain and the musician. I forget his name. Yes, he's still alive too.
Eugene.
You were bleeding out. You said something, I don't know what. And you warned me. I was able to disarm Officer De Paul before she got the jump on me.
Thank you.
I killed her. And that's what happened.
The lieutenant takes a cigarette from the coat pocket and lights it. Bitter smell fills the room. Oh, I thought you only smoked one a day.
This is the one.
Okay. And they're all dead? All three of the contractors?
De Paul was the last to die. Evrard had their bodies returned to Crenel for a funeral. The company is yet to retaliate.
Why?
Because we deterred them? Or Joyce did? Maybe the harbor in full lockdown is too costly a target. Or maybe they are simply taking their time and will attack soon. I don't know.
How many casualties on the Union side?
4. Glenn, Theo, Shanky, and Angus. The fat one, he took a lot of bullets.
And that's...
all.
An absolute disaster.
Yes, officer. 7 people are dead. It's not a success.
+1. Ruby.
But what's done is done. The violence is cordoned off. The Hornets did not get into the beehive. The worst scenario has not materialized. Yet. And we are still alive. Both of us.
How bad am I hurt?
Reasonably bad. You were shot in the left quadriceps. That's your thigh. It appears no major arteries were nicked. The bullet was removed and a bacterial infection treated with mercurochrome. The bruising in your shoulder is negligible. The armor took the brunt of the fire.
Can I walk?
We will see.
If it's possible, then by pure willpower alone, you are going to have to become a psycho-locomotor.
Has anyone from the stations been in to see me?
No.
A man and a woman sit in the front seat of an armored motor carriage. The woman is driving. The man lights a cigarette. Jean Vicmer is his name. The asphalt vanishes under the wheels of the machine. Ahead, harbor cranes rise to the sky. Back to that shithole, he says.
Really?
I called your station after the fight. The injury was logged in. They told me they've sent officers to join you on the site.
Okay.
I'm sure they're worried about you.
Are you hurt?
Not very. I have a concussion from that woman beating me with the butt of her gun. I try to not move too much. Things would be worse if you didn't warn me. Thank you.
No worries,
I
Badger.
did not see her coming.
Have a lovely day at work and may see you tomorrow. But I know you're busy, so may not. If not my station, then who treated me?
I did.
Thank you.
No need.
Okay. This is gonna hurt. We're gonna get up.
Easy now.
The lieutenant turns double again. Before your eyes, an orange hue of pain.
You can take it. Just don't lean on that leg of yours too heavily. Your balance is way off. You feel like you're about to fall over on that thing.
How are you?
My disco days are done.
Your disco days should have been done quite a while back, Lieutenant Efrater.
What happens now, Kim?
I honestly don't know.
Good, because... But I don't know either.
We can't talk to Everard. The harbor is in lockdown. Everyone in there is outside our grasp now. And Joyce has left too.
Joyce is gone?
Yes, she left yesterday morning. To meet the board of Wild Pines, or that is what I've heard. There's a pin somewhere in the machine that keeps Connell from sending in a death squad.
Come on, camera. Stop being so shit. Camera's being a pain in the arse. Let's get the camera settings up. There you go. Sorted. Okay.
Maybe it's her. Maybe she kept her hand. Either way, Ruby's gone. And Claudia too. We really should have arrested her, you know?
Claudia is gone too? Who did it then? Who killed the hanged man?
That was our job to find out, wasn't it? Honestly, I just don't know. Our circle of suspects is dead and gone. It's not a circle at all. It's a ruin. Honestly, I think our investigation has not produced a single credible suspect.
Okay, so once more, Claudia has escaped?
Absolutely. There's no other way to go about it. We screwed up.
Fucking Maybells, Kim. The flowers.
What?
Yank out and show the dried flower. This is this one, remember?
Every piece of garbage in the city is not connected to the case. You don't have to keep everything.
What about the hole in the wall? Someone was checking her out.
I don't know. That's been there for years.
An antique bullet from a Bell Magrave 4.66mm. How hard can it be to find one? How hard can it be?
It's extremely easy. There are thousands lying around. We found one. All completely unusable. It's precisely how easy it is to find one that makes the bullet useless.
There are all these old bunkers and weapon caches, Revolutionary era.
We could find thousands more if we wanted. All of Revachol is full of them.
The miracle hasn't happened yet. It's not over yet.
He does not know what to reply. Looks out of the window, then back at you. It's morning outside, you think.
You know what? I think about solving crimes.
He arches his brow. The ceiling fan patiently spins.
Oh, you know what I
overhead.
feel? Solving crimes is hard.
It really is very hard.
That concussion must be making him dizzy.
You're not ready to give up, are you?
No. Are you ready to limp?
I'm ready.
Good. Where do you want to limp to?
A gust of wind blows in from the bay. The duraluminum box around you vibrates imperceptibly. A familiar cold, a red thread on the roof upstairs. Taut, plucked like a string by the gust.
We should check Mrs. Katrina's the room upstairs.
Why not?
He extinguishes a cigarette on his boot.
Another look at the window, perhaps? The one he was shot through. I don't know. I can't think of anything better.
As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint.
What is it coming from?
From a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography, nowhere in particular. It's just what superstar law officers do. They squint at lights, and they solve shit.
Actually, now that I hear superstar and law official in a sentence, they sound really weird together.
What are you, deaf? They're perfect. Like rock star politician and drug addict teacher.
Yeah.
Embrace the superstardom you've worked so hard to establish.
Yeah, that's me. I've been establishing my superstardom hard lately.
Yeah, you have. You're a big dick cop. Dick Mullen. Salam Rocky Bai. Badass on the edge disco cop. Time to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world. Here we go. Camera. Lights.
Action!
With a sudden flash, the world freezes around you. And you along with it. In an iconic monochrome solution, a black silhouette against a rasterized orange world.
Yeah.
It's on.
Seems like we're not done here yet. Right, although I do need to go for a quick wee, so I'm going to go on a quick break.
Grab his dick and twist it! Twist that dick! Twist his dick! Oh, dick twist!
Sweet. Right, welcome back all. We are going to do some more Disco Elysium. We're going to see if we can get to the end of this. Look, the door is open. You can walk right into Kim's room. Sweet. We've been meaning to have a look into Kim's room. You see gleaming white enamel. No bottles inside. It's a tape player. Let's have a look at it. Is this fixed now? It's been reunited with its right speaker. Nice. Let's go into Kim's room. Come on then. Hey! The alarm is set for 6:50 AM? My God! That's way too early. Medical supplies in the cupboard. What's this?
These papers bear the stamp of the RCM. They appear to be fragments of the lieutenant's paperwork, half finished. You make out notes on this and other recent cases.
I had Garth open the door to your room. You were running a low bacterial fever the first night.
Thank you for keeping this thing alive a little longer.
It would have been easy were it not for my concussion. We both got lucky, considering the odds we faced. Let's go?
Sure. Okay, apparently we need to go back through my room. Whoop. Alright. Ouch, that leg hurts. Maybe if you don't run, it'll be okay. Alright, fair enough. Looks like she's left something on the table.
Next to the stack of bills, you see a note. A few lines jotted down in large, uneven handwriting, just as the writer was about to rush out the door. I'm sorry, I fucked everyone over. P.S. I didn't kill him. P.P.S. Gift upstairs.
Gift upstairs? What could this gift be?
I am not drawing my gun, yet, but I don't like gifts.
He says he's not, but his hand moves instinctively toward his holster as he studies the note. Just don't walk into another radio trap, okay? Relax. Not everyone is out to trap you.
Seems she left in a hurry.
It's hardly surprising.
Let's go. Right. We have a second point now, so I think we can probably put a point into pain threshold. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? And then another into... let's put another in... rhetoric seems like a useful skill. But I'm going to accept changes and close. Let's go. I've got my gun out at the moment. I don't know.
The medicine cabinet is empty. Not even a toothbrush. Pity.
I was kind of hoping the gift would be in here. No. She really cleared this out.
Mm-hmm. She's...
Oops. Sorry. Cut you off there. Right. Let's have my crowbar out. Close range stuff, so... You know. be good. A red thread. Made of nylon, it leads out of the room and onto the roof. The thread is tied to the antenna. There's more stuff over there to do. Let's go back in. That's weird. Why would the thread be next to the tied to the antenna? Unless it's like a radio broadcast that she wants us to look at. So we'll look at the pane of glass again.
This window is pristine, at least on the inside. A red thread has been taped to the glass using adhesive tape. It trembles ever so slightly in the cold wind.
This is ballistics. She's left a trajectory for us.
Okay, let's do the visual calculus.
The golden light melts away into the blue, glassy darkness of your mind. In it are two neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman on the single bed.
What position are they in?
Like the witness said, the man is kneeling, the woman is on her back. It's the night of March 4th and a shot has just been fired. The man looks directly at the woman. The shot's possible directions converge in his mouth, a ray cast from somewhere outside, entering his brain. The red thread bisecting the room shows the trajectory of the bullet.
Where does it come from?
From the roof outside, location A prime. The glass fractures around the bullet hole. Shards face inwards like a corona behind the woman's back.
Where does the thread lead?
Maybe if you extrapolate all possible points of origin first, the thread will make sense.
Inspect the ghostly figures.
The man does not know the bullet has entered his brain. He never will. Death comes faster than the realization.
Have a look at point A on the roof.
The ray cast from the man's mouth unravels into a fan of possible directions, all on the roof at first. The shot could have come from any of them. This is composite location A prime, most likely of the origin points.
Shouldn't there be gun residue outside?
There could have been. Then the rain and slush and wind washed it away. This was more than a week ago.
So I'm 80% sure the roof is where the shot was made from?
72%, with an antique weapon that fires military-grade ammunition. A Belmagrave rifle, for example. This is a good short distance, but not too short. The perpetrator aimed with their back against the railing, or possibly kneeling for precision. This would explain why it only took them one shot. The lights were on in here. Outside it was dark. It was like shooting fish in an aquarium, a well-lit aquarium. The victim opened his mouth to let the bullet in. Neither of them would have seen anything outside in the darkness, too busy with their own bodies.
Could the shot have come from inside the room, a closer point?
Point X would contradict the woman's testimony, rendering the entire proposition void. These figures would be wiped out, Detective.
Could the shot have come from inside the room? No, I've already done that. Are there any arguments against a prime, the roof? Against a prime, the roof?
None that you've found thus far, but that doesn't mean there aren't any.
Could there have been another point of origin further away?
That's a 28%, yes. In this model, the shot could have come from a greater distance. Nothing excludes the possibility. Should we extrapolate to include every possible point of origin in Martinez?
Extrapolate the radius to include all of Martinez.
You would need a map for that. A map of Martinez.
Hey, where do I get a map of Martinez?
The bookstore. They have maps. You're thinking, what if the shot didn't come from the roof, right?
Yes.
Good. We should come back with the map and compare the landscape to the radius of the shot.
Okay. Let's do that. Let's go get a map from the bookshop. Oh shit, I've just realized that I'm running again. Don't run. Our leg will not enjoy that. We've busted our leg and we don't want to run. We'll cover more distance without having to, like, sleep if we don't run. Aw, man. The guy's gonna... we're gonna owe him money again, aren't we? Hey.
Oh, you're up. It's good to see you back on your feet. Did you like your room? I cleaned it for you.
I did. Thank you. Big improvement.
You're welcome. I thought it would be nice for you to wake up in a clean place after you, let's be fair, defended this establishment and its clientele from gunfire. I give credit where credit is due, and that, sir, was a nice shot. I was watching until you hit him. Crawled inside then. Bullets started flying. Anyway, I wish you a quick recovery. Also, you and your partner are staying here free now. This establishment supports cops. The stay is free, the drinks are not. It just felt I needed to specify that.
Where did everyone go?
Oh, you know, people don't tend to stick around after shootouts. Turns out they're not good for business.
What happened to the man with the sunglasses?
I don't remember everyone who comes here, and many people wear sunglasses inside lately. Must be a fad.
Okay, so I have to mention, when it happened, you were right out there on the balcony.
Yeah, I was. Yeah. That's because I'm a bad ass.
Even though he said badass, it's just painful to me. If you say it's two different words like that, it sounds like there's something wrong with your ass.
Yeah, well, fuck you too then. You have any more questions or stylistic pronunciation advice?
Alright, thanks.
No problem. They'll come back. They always do.
Goodbye. Okay, he's okay. Our smoking buddy. Oh. I would like to say hello to Titus, but not yet. Gonna take that money. There's only 3 of them left. Bloody hell. We're gonna have a little. Gonna get a map. I'm also gonna have to look at the footprints again. Near the body. Also, I think Kuno's still out there. I wonder what Kuno's got to say. Okay. The fuck is this say?
The graffito has been painted over the traces of the fight that took place here. It smells of blood and heavy fuel oil.
Okay.
This was Cindy the Skull.
Looks like Cindy the Skull finally found the words for her masterpiece.
The lieutenant crouches, touching the fuel oil with his finger.
Looks like it, yes. This is still fresh. It wasn't here yesterday.
I smell heavy fuel oil.
And blood. Some of it is even yours.
Heavy fuel oil. Isn't that flammable?
Should I set fire to the graffiti? Probably not. Let's have a look at the things. I did see... There you go, footsteps are there. There's Kuno. It wouldn't hold the weight of a grown man. Okay.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here. What do you think you are? A super detective? You're hungover. These are just dents in the mud.
Hey, Kudo. Did you see I did some shooting?
Everyone says you started crying in the middle of a firefight and then bled like a pig. I guess that was cool.
Who's saying that?
People, they say you'd kind of died for a moment, that you let your shit out already, but then came back. So I guess that's what's cool now. Just don't think because you got half your dick shot off and you're an invalid now, Kuno's gonna treat you different. Kuno doesn't reward weakness. It's business as usual with Kuno. Kuno's cold like that.
Feels good for some reason.
Okay, I'm off.
Watch out, pig. It's a dangerous world out there. But Kuno's got his eyes on you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Who knows?
Okay. So Kuno's got nothing new to say other than teasing me. Alright, let's I've already done the fence bit. Having to walk is painful. Okay, let's go to here and have a chat with the bookshop owner. Get ourselves some maps. Maps are good. Okay, I think...
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous...
Nope. Where's the maps at?
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian. This is entirely...
Okay. Maps. Let's just ask.
Oh
Hello.
my god! Things have gotten out of hand! I thought the psychic stuff was bad, but the crime! It's even worse! I haven't been able to come to work for 3 days. The shop has been locked. No sales, gangbangers running around, shooting everyone. I know I shouldn't have bought a shop in this ghetto.
Say nothing, stare at it.
And you! Oh my god! Just look at you! It looks like even the police can't take care of all this. Someone should do something about this.
She rubs a pendant between two fingers, thinking.
Maybe I should close the bookstore and open a psychic studio. Yes! It makes sense. Crime is the 6th element, you see. The darkest element.
Really? The secret ingredient is crime?
I could teach people to protect themselves against bad energies and to fight crime.
Sounds like a plan. Life must go on after all.
Yes, what Martinez really needs is more vigilantes roaming the streets.
Exactly. It's a brilliant idea. Thank you, officer. I'm going to start drawing up business plans right away. In the meantime, do buy the books. As many as you can. They won't be here for much longer. Is there anything else I can help you with?
I had a few questions about the curse.
Okay, but please, only a few questions. You wouldn't want to disturb the spirits.
Spirits. How does the curse manifest itself?
The curse is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very foundation.
A shiver runs through the woman as she looks around the dimly lit stall.
It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy. But officer, there's something wrong with this bill.
The woman.
Right, let's just get out of it. Let's just find a map. We've been through the curse business before. Ooh, is that them? Is that the maps? That looks like it could be mappy.
Several maps have been attached to
There
a
you go.
bulletin board hidden inside the alcove. They're held up by small pins. The board has come loose from one corner. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez.
Okay.
Map of Martinez. This could work, maybe.
Steal it! I want to buy the map of Martinez.
Officer, discard the thought. For your brave efforts against those thugs, you may have it for free.
Oh, well, thank you. Look at the map of Revachol.
The north coast of a verdant island is shattered by the delta of a river. It is the River Esperance. Countless bridges put the shards back together, connecting city blocks to river islands. La Delta says a great artificial heart in the center, teeming with life forms and construction.
Okay.
To the east, rolling hillsides, Le Jardin, Stella Marie, the suburbs of Saint-Baptiste, swallowed up into the megacity. They sound rich to you. This is Revachol East.
And west of the river?
Hudon. It's somewhere to live. Not bad. Then there's Jamrock. It's bad. People shouldn't live there, but they do. Then Forburg. It's almost as bad, and much larger. Then Coal City. It's the worst.
And Martinez?
It's so small you can't even see it on the map. No, wait. There it is. North of Jamrock. The strip of coast next to the Greater Revachol Industrial Harbour. It looks downright despondent. It's almost Coal City, to be honest. No, Coal City is worse. A charred limb. Rain falls on its slick black streets. And then there's the burnt-out quarter in the heart of Jamrock. Is it cold in this bookstore? Or is it just you? No, this is somewhere to be. This is all you have. But it's still something.
Cool beans. Right, let's go back to the window. See if we can work out exactly where the shot came from. Then, we need to go and figure out where the shot came from. And we might even be able to find the murder weapon. That'll be good. Then we can come back to the Hardy Boys and say, "Oi, found your murder weapon. We're looking at fingerprints. Who done it?" Right. Oh, go on. Let's set fire to this this wonderful bit of graffiti.
The graffito has. This was Cindy. The fuel oil catches fire immediately with an ominous hiss. A bright orange flash across the surface of the letters. Black smoke rises from the burning message.
You've been policed, Martinez.
The lieutenant has taken a small step back. He looks at your face illuminated by the flames and nods silently.
Time to crack this case. Let's really have a close look at that window in Glacier's room.
Slowly, the flames subside, the fuel burning out. The air still smells of mazout and springtime.
Oh, yeah. We fucking burned it, yo. We branded Martinez with our police justice. Disco justice. Right, up here we go. Kim's bed looks so much better than mine. So jealous. Kim, do you want to switch rooms? I wonder if we're ever going to actually crack this case, or whether we just killed a load of people.
The same two neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman. A ray of backward motion explodes from the man's mouth, through the window to the roof outside, widening into a radius. A prime.
Alright, I have the map. Extrapolate the radius to include all of Martinez, please.
According to your map of the district, this shot could have come from a wide angle of locations, starting with the northern edge of the abandoned boardwalk, ending with an islet in the bay. Let's call them B prime.
More precisely?
B prime for boardwalk, B double prime for Land's End, and B triple prime for the islet detective. There may be smaller points in between, but those are too fine to zoom in on.
Let's have a look at the boardwalk.
700 meters away. The likeliest of these B positions, 20% chance. A skilled sniper could have made the shot, provided he had a safe sniper's nest. Even with the light on inside, we're talking military training. At that distance, the perpetrator would have had to take wind direction into account.
Have a look at Land's End.
1.2 kilometers away. The least likely of these positions. Let's say 3%. A truly skilled sniper could have done it. Possibly from a tent. No, too far-fetched.
Have a look at the point B3, the islet.
1 kilometer away. A point beyond the docks, on an islet in the bay. The fort is ruined, but the perpetrator may have found a stable spot on the beaches surrounding it, where the concrete crumbles into the sea, as you saw in the coin-operated viewer. The shot would have been a small miracle, 5% likelihood. There is an extremely narrow field of view from the bay to the window, between Rue de Saint-Ghislain 8B and 33A. The angle would have been extreme and access to the islets is questionable, but it is a possibility. Then there's the thread the witness left. She did have a first-hand view of the event. Perhaps she found something in the outer reaches of her memory of it. You need to inspect it again.
I extrapolated all of the points of origin now. Where does the thread lead?
It suggests the bullet came from the extreme upper quadrant of possible angles, from a point beyond the roof. B triple prime. The island in the bay.
Is she trying to tell us that the shot came from the islet?
Unless she thinks the perpetrator was standing on the ring antenna. That is where the thread seems to point.
There are ruins on that islet. A sunken sea fort. I saw it through the coin-operated viewer.
I remember.
How did she know how did she know how to do this?
She was there that night. She would have known precisely where the bullet hole was in the glass. It also looks like there may be more to her skill set than we know. The question is, should we trust her?
I just don't know.
Indeed. Neither do I.
This is also one of the few places in Martinez we haven't been to.
So it is.
And we haven't found the murder weapon yet.
For a second he seems tired.
Maybe we need to go to the island. Kim, let's go to the fucking island.
Okay, let's go to the fucking island. How do we get there? Joyce Messier had a sloop, but she's gone.
Lillian, the net picker. She's tarring her boat.
Ah, yes, of course. The village. Let's go.
Blink. Okay. Let's go back to the fishing village. Got a long march ahead of us. And I talk to the Hardy boys on the way out as well. See if they've got anything to say. They're probably going to blame me for their bros' deaths. Hello, bald person. Oh look, it's a Moby. It's all about money, you know.
approach, the bruised man raises his bear in welcome.
Oh, we're friends now.
Crazy motherfucker. Didn't think you had that fury in you. But I guess I've misjudged a lot of people lately. That was one hell of a shot. Hell of a shot. The fucks did not expect that.
He looks at you with unmistakable respect.
I guess what I'm trying to say here is, thank you for intervening, fellas. That was mighty brave of you.
He extends his hand.
His hand is covered in bruises and half plastered. Still, this hulking lump of man is glad to be alive. This is big. It's as big of a thank you as Titus Hardy can muster under any circumstances.
I superstarred the shit out of that. No need to thank me. Just doing my job.
Well, cheers anyway, Copper.
Sorry about the people you lost.
Theo was old. I think he'd be pretty happy with the way he went. Never could imagine him withering away on a sickbed. But Angus, he was just a stupid kid. Didn't realize the mess he'd gotten into. Trusted me. Still, the balls on that kid. Went down fighting for someone else's shit like a fat, angry bear. And Glenn was my friend. Best I've ever had. I'd love that crazy homo like my own brother. We're all fucked without him. But what do? This job is shit.
Hold on, where's that Shanky fella?
Dennis, that poor little rat is dead too. I always thought he'd run. But no, he stayed. Stupid, brave fella.
They were good people. I'm sorry it went like that.
Well, yeah. Memento Mori. Right.
Yeah. What does that mean?
It means you might die tomorrow. So live every day like it's your last. Ain't that right, fellas?
Absolutely. Today, I'm going to get drunk, eat good food, and bed a good-looking girl. 'Cause tomorrow, a motor carriage might run me over.
True that.
Or you might die of a heart failure. Or syphilis.
Hey. Fuck you for ruining a beautiful idea.
What's going to happen to the Hardy Boys now?
I guess I'll take a closer look at our union members. There's bound to be some ambitious fellows there who'd love nothing more than advancing social democracy by busting some heads. Might even ask Tibbs if he's tired of replacing windows and maybe wants to have some fun with his brother. Anyway, don't you worry. As long as Titus Hardy's standing, there will be Hardy Boys.
Fair enough. Do you know what happened to class year?
Don't know. Don't care. I'll be glad if I never see that fucking woman again.
Fair enough. Same here, man. No. Okay.
He nods and takes another sip of whiskey.
Any idea what I should do now?
Judging by the sight of you, I'd suggest crawling into bed with a bottle of whiskey in one hand and a big tit in the other.
Fair enough.
Yeah, go pay Monica a visit in Janro. She's got a knack for making men forget about their worries. Biggest pair of milkers in all Rebacho.
Okay. Biggest pair of milkers. Fair enough.
Hell, you both look like you could use some feminine company right now.
Thank you for your advice, Eugene, and you too, Alain. I do always appreciate a good use of the expression milkers.
Kim. Oh, I love Kim so much.
You're welcome, Bina Claude. You're all right in my book.
All right. So long, fellas. Be good so I don't have to come back here again.
Take care, coppers. You two look after yourselves now. Death passed on you today, but men don't get that lucky twice.
Copo Loco. And normal cop, I guess. Good luck in Shamrock. Scars made the best tattoos, they say.
Thanks for getting involved, guys. Not a lot of cops would step into that line of fire, but you did.
And if you ever feel like the uniform is holding you back, I've got a few vacancies. You'd make one hardy boy, copper.
And Titus Hardy himself would make a good officer. That man was born to lead.
The RCM could really use a man like you, Titus. Think about it.
I will, Capo. That's a promise. Now scoot, because the Hardy boys got some mourning and drinking to do.
Take it easy on the drink. The danger has not passed. This town needs you on your feet.
Good point, Beano Claude. We'll keep the vol under 12% tonight.
Under 12%. So basically, no beer. No wine today. Right, I'm going to go and have a word with Cindy, because she graffitied all over the fucking pavement. And I think she needs a telling off. Oh. Luke's asleep. I bet she's in a little hut. It's locked. Okay. So we can't get to Sydney. Unless this is it. Yes, it is. Ooh, a thing here. Fire. Suddenly you feel the box is on fire. Why? Ew. Got some drugs. Love us some drugs. Okay. We are going to get over to the fishing village. And I might leave the island for tomorrow, as I do still need to do a bit of planning for my D&D session, and we are up to nearly 3 hours. Come on. There we go. I wonder how much longer this game goes on. Do you know what? I'm thinking the same. I'm worried that if I leave it, they'll be like like half an hour's worth of content tomorrow. But then again, I suppose I can just finish it off with one final really short episode and then move on to something else. We have got Space Marine to play. I've installed that now, so it is ready to go. Tomorrow's episode is going to be a bit early, I think. I'm going to start at my like really old time of 10 o'clock in the morning, because I do have to go and do some drinking on a Sunday. I'm going out to one of my Bud's house. Not Bud's house. I'm going over to Liverpool. There you go. One of my friends has just moved down this way. Come on. Wonder if the pawnbroker's got any stuff. What's up, pawnbroker?
Between you and me, this is why I don't get involved in local politics.
You calling this politics?
In its purest form. Now, what can I do for you?
Okay. I guess I'll just leave then. He's got nothing to do. I've already bought all of the things, really. I don't really need any money anymore because the Whirling and Rags has let me stay free. Over to the fishing village we go to get the boat. Yeah, you might as well check the trap. See what's going on there.
The trap is full of locusts, but they seem weak and unhealthy. A few lie on their backs with their legs twitching. Still, no phasmid.
Well, someone's refilled it. Fair enough. Back this way. Oh, what's this say? Seems like the walker was either very confused or very drunk out of his mind. Yeah, that'd be me then, wouldn't it? Right, there's the boat. It's been waxed. We just need to ask for permission to use it.
Officer, what happened? You're limping. Why are you limping? You look terrible.
I got shot in the foot. It was pretty badass. You would have liked it.
Is this from the shooting in town? We heard gunshots. Not that we don't hear gunshots all the time, but they were closer than usual.
There was an exchange of fire on Rue de Saint-Guylaine. It's nothing to be worried about, madame.
You should see the other guys. 2 dead, 1 in the hospital.
So you're a killer? That's good, I guess. I guess. Better than being dead.
I'm not a killer. I'm a cop.
Hi. I guess you are.
I have questions.
Of course. Can I help you with something?
We need to get to that island.
That won't be a problem. It's wind still and the tar just dried. We've got 2 days of relative sunshine ahead.
What's on the island? I saw some kind of ruins through the binoculars.
Used to be some kind of fortification there before the war. For the communards. An anti-aircraft gun, I think. Bombed to bits in the landing. I haven't been there myself. Always steered clear of it.
Who has been there?
My husband used to drink there. Him and his drinking buddies. Always seemed like a bad place to drink to me. People died there during the landing, you know. My mother told me. Hundreds, maybe thousands even. The kids sometimes go there too. I know they do. On barges. I tell them not to, but they bring back old bullet casings and such.
Which kids?
The twins. God forbid they bring the girl along on some rickety barge.
Can we maybe ask your twins about that place before we go? Would that be alright?
Be my guest. They have a strange way of talking. See if you can get anything useful out of them. I seldom do.
Can we borrow your boat?
If you promise to bring it back. And no scraping the hull. I just got it nice and yellow. And no drinking on the boat. And no joyriding either.
Alright, few rules.
Of course, ma'am. It's only for a day or two. Official police business.
Aye.
Nod.
The crow's feet disappear from the corners of her eyes as she smiles at you.
2 days of sunshine. I just got a bacterial infection.
I'm sad to hear that. Take care of that with Ether, will you? Don't get too many RCM men round here. Be sad to lose the first one.
That's cool. You boasting your bacterial infection like that.
Okay. Is there anything I should know about getting there?
Well, most of it's sunken. Underwater. That means concrete underwater. Cut your boat if you're not careful. Be sure to enter from the south side. Water's deep there.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Oh, thank you. We'll use your skiff to get there then.
Please be conservative with the fuel, will you? Just filled her up, but it's a small tank.
Be seeing you. Alright then. Let's go ask the twins what's going on. Anything weird on the island? Sup, twins?
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the other watches him do it.
Okay, kids. You been to that island, right?
On that island?
The one who's busy kicking his stone points to the bay. Yeah, that one. I need to know what's there.
That's, nothing. It's just a seafort and some plants. You can take a raft there. It's great. And we make a fire. We make a fire.
You make a fire.
Mm-hmm. Gather the sticks for the fire. And bullets. Or not real bullets, empty bullets.
What then?
They're lights. The fire guy comes and asks us to put the fire out.
The
Your
fire
nerve
guy?
endings sting from the mention of a guy.
Okay. Someone lives on the island?
No. Yes.
Okay.
Let's go with yes.
Why is he the fire guy?
Because he asks to put the fire out.
Why does he ask you to put the fire out?
I don't know. He doesn't like it. He don't like people to be there. You shouldn't go. Yes.
Yes.
Because he doesn't want to be found. Smoke traces.
And you mentioned something about lights.
I don't know.
Did you mean there are electrical lights?
He points at the street light.
Yes.
Is there anything else you can tell me about this guy? Age? Does he live there?
No, he doesn't live there. I don't think. No, he lives there. Been there twice, 2 times. He doesn't live there. He isn't there sometimes.
Anything else? What does this guy look like?
I don't know.
How come?
We ran. He just yelled we shouldn't be there.
Your father used to go to that island too, didn't he?
Our father killed himself.
Oh, okay.
Don't say that, he didn't.
Say nothing.
I'm sorry.
Is that all you know? Is there anything more you can tell me about the island?
There's
So no intention of finishing a
Lights,
sentence.
fire guy. We should check up on that island.
Alright. We got a new skill point. We got a boat. We are going onto that island. It's going to be great. Where's the boat? Oh, there it is. It's over there. It's just there. It's at the jetty. Alright. Anyway, at this point, we are going to call it. Ugh. So I'm going to do a quick savey save. And then, I'm going to go to the end screen, where I'm going to tell you that it has been a pleasure. So, let's mute Disco Elysium. Right, so I will say thank you so much to Heavy2777 for both the sub and for being here. Thank you so much to Firepower Badger for being around. Thank you to Jordy Gamer for popping in. Lovely to have you with us. And thank you to anyone else who's been lurking around. It's been a pleasure. Tomorrow we'll be streaming from 10 o'clock in the morning, UK time, so it's going to be an early one. And then, because I've got to get it out the way to go drinking. And oh, thank you so much. I will enjoy D&D. Yes, and then on Monday, normal time, 6:30 in the afternoon, evening, I'll be joined by Mr. Badger, and we'll do some Warhammer painting for you. We're going to finish Back 4 Blood on Wednesday, so stick around for that. You can check out all of my links on the socials, and if you fancy buying yourself a t-shirt or some video game merch, head to EMP using the link below in my About section, and you can support the show and do some shopping at the same time. Anyway, I'll see you again. Ta-ra all.